Dear friends, today I want us to look at a very important topic, that is our health. Our thoughts are making us sick, and here is why. Looking into the ancient time, the old type of unconscious health was due to the animal-like nature of man, which caused his body to be governed completely by his instinctive mind. So, less evolved humans are not affected apparently by the mental storms, psychic changes, or spiritual disharmonies that disturb a more evolved human being. We have an example of this in the case of some forms of insanities. The patient goes out of his mind with the results that his bodily health becomes wonderfully good at a point where comments like, they say he's sick and he keeps growing fat. As patients, when our minds are filled with worries, ambitions, plans, cares, lust, hate, or grief, we are probably very far from becoming well anytime soon. This could be due to the disturbing effect of our thoughts and our uncontrolled emotions. When conscious mind gives way to happiness, we cease to think of these disturbing things, with the results that our instinctive animal mind is able to work undisturbed, and so our health is not affected negatively. When we become more sensitive to what we are going through, then wrong thoughts and emotions quickly produce pain and suffering. Majority of us do not know what good health is, I can say. They have been struggling from one sickness to another. Not only do we suffer from minor ailments such as headaches, indigestion, and so on, but we also never feel completely well. We are strangers to the joy of living. We are always miserable. Life does not thrive in us. Nothing quickens our blood or excites us in life. Do not live. We merely exist at a poor, dying rate. So, what is the cause of our ill health? This one question that rings in the minds of those of us who are often experiencing ill health. Did I not mention our thoughts make us sick? In tracking back ill health to its source, we find first of all that it is due to our disobedience to the natural law. We break nearly every known natural law of health. When I talk of natural law of health, it includes the common things we must do on our daily life, like sleeping at the right time, eating at the right time and the right food, practically like taking care of ourselves holistically. But while obedience to natural law and use of even natural cure method is one of the ways to maintain or regain our health, there is a monster who never hesitates to coerce our health physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and in any other way possible to cause ill condition in us. What is that monster? The monster is our own thoughts. When we look at our mind, we find a serious cause of our sickness. We think ourselves into ill health and diseases. It is well known that thinking about a disease and sickness, it produces them in our body. If you have ever pretended to be sick and at the end you become sick for real, you then understand what I mean. People who are ever thinking about disease, illness, operations, and other disease subjects become a target of sickness. Those who believe that sickness is inevitable, they manifest them in their lives. Thinking produces what we think of in real life by causing the body either to fall sick easily or become a target of infection or to a breakdown into chronic ill health or diseases. For a better understanding, I will do well to explain how these our thoughts cause ill health and diseases in our bodies. Thoughts are tied to our past experiences, and each memory has an associated emotion. I repeat, each memory, thought is associated to a certain emotion. Recalling negative memories triggers emotions of stress, sadness, and pain, and each of these emotions produce a certain hormone in the body. The emotions tied to the past memories influence a person's overall emotional state. If this emotional state is negative, it sets the tone of negativity, reinforcing a negative mindset. Repeated negative emotions make the future predictable and trap a person in cycles of stress and unhappiness, which can manifest in physical or mental health issues. The longer it takes for someone to move from the past emotional reactions, the more they stay trapped in these negative feelings, which can harm their health over time due to stress and survival mode responses, which now manifest as a certain disease in the body. And the body adopts this sickness as its nature, and that is why the ill health becomes permanent in our bodies.